Shoshie can enter my world, watch your clothes, and when I'm through, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch your clothes, and when I'm through, why not have it go? We paint miniatures, we paint miniatures, we paint miniatures. Turn on, tune in, hear all I say, watch real closely, enjoy your stay. You'll see me painting from up above, and if you like it, give it mad love. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch your clothes, and when I'm through, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch your clothes, and when I'm through, why not have it go? We paint miniatures, 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 we paint miniatures. We paint miniatures, 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 we paint miniatures.
Hello, we are live, and it's Shoshie from Shoshie's Magnificent Miniatures. Let me know if you can hear me and see me. We don't have Tech Mike here. He actually is on his way back from flying with his dad. So I wanted to say hi, Dingo 1359. Hello. And I'm a little bit washed out fighting, but I think once Mike gets back, he can fix all that. But I think you'll be able to see the mini okay and everything. Yay, good. Everything's working. Awesome. So, how was everybody's Thanksgiving? Let's see. Lied Broom. Is that how I say? Veiled Broom. Good. Hello, Artie Volve. Jezebel. Class, a while. Class has been keeping you busy. Ah, yeah. Millennia. Goran. Good to see everybody. Now, you were here on Wednesday, which I know a lot of you guys are in Europe, so you probably didn't see this, but I started painting. green. Started painting this Primaris Apothecary. This guy right here on the box. Hey, we got a follower. Second Schnooky. I love that name. Welcome and thank you for following. We write down new followers. Second Schnooky. I love that. Welcome. So we are going to be doing this apothecary as giveaway as part of a promo between me, Electric Eve, and Nikki Coles. And if you have not already followed those two gals, I highly recommend it. They are awesome lady painters. They both paint quite a lot of Space Marines and, you know, GW stuff. So if you like that sort of model, then, you know, you're going to love them. You guys know me. I kind of paint a little bit of everything. First Schnooky started following. I got first and second Schnooky. Okay. So Schnooky, just so you know, this giveaway, it's gonna be got and greetings from Hamburg. Wie geht es dir, Schnooky? Mein Deutsch ist noch nicht sehr gut. Oh my gosh. You got us both. Awesome. There we go. I think I got it. No, I misspelled it. Ah, there we go. First and second Schnooky. Schnucki. There we go. All Schnookies are fine. Yes, for the Black Friday. So Kingdom Death just had their Black Friday giveaway. And I got all of the Black Friday exclusives. So the was the Naked Bundle, I think it was called, with just the bear smoke. Was it? No, it's not the Smoke Knight. It's the Storm Knight, and a couple other models. Hey, Cosmo. Thanks to American Thanksgiving. So dead at work. Awesome. And then what else did I get? I got the art prints. There's like 20 miscellaneous art prints and dice, death dice, Black Friday death dice, and the Black Friday Ninja. That's what I got. So I have a link for you guys if you want to enter the drawing. So the way it works is that each of us is going to be giving away each other's model. So I believe that Eve is giving away my model. I think that, or maybe, oh gosh, I can't remember who's giving away whose model. Well, either way, I'm going to send a link out so that you guys will have it to fill out. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter whose you join. You know, you're going to be entered into all three drawings, so you'll have a chance of winning one of the three. So let's see here. Bear with me. Stations. I think maybe Mike knows where that is. Here it is. Here's the link. So the web form, what you do is you're going to go click on this with your Gmail account. And you're going to go ahead, copy, there we go. You're going to fill it out with your Twitch name and your email address. There we go. So you can go there, fill it out. Spent so much money on added the first expansions that I was good. I was really good. I did not add anything to Pledge Manager. Gosh. Are you going to show us how you did the see-through cloth on the Twilight Night I did? I think that would be cool effect on some models like the Cadian pinups that are wearing lingerie type clothing. I will eventually art evolve, yeah. Not today, obviously. There's nothing see-through that Primaris is going to get. So, alright. I already have his face painted. I don't know how well you can... When Mike is here, you can see this much better. That looks okay. Can you see his face? Nope, it's a little blurry. Let me pull it down. Millennia just subscribed. Thank you so much for the 3rd month in a row. Awesome. I'm having spelling issues today. Millennia 8. This is subscribers. If you subscribe to my channel at the $24.99 level, you get a half an hour of video coaching from me. If you want an hour of video coaching, just do it like a tip of $25 instead, and that goes directly to instead of through Twitch. But either way, both of those things help me. Sub everyone, sub, yeah. They have the new badges or whatever that, you know, if you meet all the requirements, you definitely will become partner after they review your channel. Janae, awesome. Janae's gonna do a $24.99, which means he's gonna get another half-hour coaching with me. And if you're a German and you like a German-inspired video teaching, Janae's from Germany, and he also paints and does Twitch. I got some new brushes in the mail. Check these out. These are Raphael's Polinsky brushes. Ooh, we got a little sub-train, girl. Gosh. Now hosting. Awesome. Thank you so much. Gamer Dad. Wow. Thank you for the awesome host. Gamer Dad NC. I'm pretty sure I'm following you, but if you guys haven't followed him, give him a follow. Thank you so much. Crotch smock looks like it might be sheer fabric. Yeah, that's true. He does have a crotch smock. Yeah, but I'm not gonna make that sheer. We're gonna make it box art. It's gonna work out. So, Raphael's, probably my second favorite brush next to Winsor Newton's. I want to show you the difference. This is a Raphael number 2. Show you a Winsor Newton number 2 so you can compare them. They're really similar. The Raphael's, look at the handle is a little bit more wide on this side. Other than that, they're very, very close. And I haven't gotten this one wet yet. See, when a brush is really crisp like this, when you first get it, do not bend it. Wait, get it wet. Let it soak in. Soak the brush a little bit before you, because if you could damage the hairs. There we go. You think Dick Blick Black Friday is where you get your Raphael brushes? So Jackson Art is a Swedish company, and I believe they're having a big Black Friday sale on brushes, and I want to say that's where I got these, but I didn't know they were going to be doing a sale, so I missed out. Anyway, those are very similar. It was only $35 for all 3 of these brushes from Jackson, and I got them on Amazon through jacksonart.com. And I got the Winsor Newtons in a set. I got a set of 4 for $80, which is pretty good too. These are my Winsor Newtons. So, alright, we need to start painting. Paint. Ready to go. Alright. Yay, Black Friday deals. Okay, so this is what I got for Black Friday. I got a light box for my seasonal affective disorder, because some of you guys know I get seasonal depression. And I live in Illinois. I don't even live up in Canada like where Cosmo lives. Cosmos. And like Vermont, I went to Vermont and it was so cloudy and so gray. Oh my goodness. Anyway, got a new light box, and I got a snazzy new chair. So Mike is gonna get this chair. I ordered a Han office stool for myself. So I'm really excited about that. I'm hoping that will really help my back. And Jackson's has a 20% off. That's awesome. I'm happy with their product. I mean, yeah, you know, when you're a professional, you need a good chair. So on Wednesday, I showed class this. It's a plastic palette. It's a PH Doc Martin. I got it from Dick Blick. They're 99 cents a piece. You can get a bunch of them. I cut this one in half, so that way I can like put it on my table, and you guys can watch how I mix stuff. The deep wells are perfect for paints like P3 because they can. I mean, they will go down in the well. There's not a lot of surface tension because everything is, you know, at the bottom, and so it lasts a long time. Something else I showed on Wednesday, one of these Pentel watercolor brush pens, and in this is about 50-50 water and flow retard, or is it flow improver? No, sorry, not flow improver. Let me go get it. It's brush paint drying retarder. That's what it's called. I'll be right back. I'm going to get it. So I got this idea. This brush has been used by Julio Cabos, and he recommends that you use the drying retarder called Amsterdam. Now, if you live in America or North America, Canada or anywhere like that, don't buy the Amsterdam. It's so crazy expensive because it's just crazy to ship it. This is what I got. It's called Saks True Flow drying retarder. It's out of Wisconsin. Non-toxic. That's awesome. Little goes a long way. Experiment by adding small amounts to acrylic, and it really is true. A little does go a long way. So I have a big bottle of, and this is going to last me probably forever because I don't use a lot of drying retarder too much, but I used it on this white to get a smooth white. Canada isn't so bad, sunny. Well, that's good. You guys don't get as much light during the day, though. Hey, Protomaker, how's it going? I didn't see that you had. See, everything's been scrolling by. What did I miss? Waiting for the bust. Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of the bust, so Karel Rudik's bust. I'm gonna be ordering that probably next week. So I'm gonna be putting out a web form. So watch my stream. Keep an eye on my Twitch server and on my social media so you can get in on that. But don't worry, I'm going to be, promoting the heck out of that, so you'll have plenty of time. I'm going to give a whole week for everybody to sign up for that. And we're going to get, I believe, 20% off of the 15 to 20% off, depending on what he decides. I'm going to try to talk him into 20, but we'll see. All right, so this is Pentel. This is a brush pen, and like I said, it's got 50-50 retarder and 50-50 water. Yay! Flickster just subscribed. Thank you so much. 5 months. Yay! How are you, Flick? Everybody, go ahead and follow Flick if you haven't already. Hey! That's my homie from the London area. I would say the suburbs of London. We're going to be getting to meet each other at Adepticon. I'm so psyched. Alright, so before I begin, see, the white takes forever to dry on something. This had a little drying retarder in it, and it's still a little bit wet from Wednesday. Any beverage requests? Yes, Protomaker, please bring me a Diet Pepsi if you can. I would appreciate that. Winsor Newton retarder works pretty good also. Okay, that's awesome. I'm glad to know that, Almost Ab. I'm going to write down your name. There is a pen. Helpful students. Almost Zab. So you're going to get 5 points once Mike gets back, hopefully. Thank you, Shoshie. Indeed, can't wait to head stateside. Yeah, and are you really going to be going to Texas first to see Nikki and Scott? I still think you're crazy for taking the hike before the con, but I totally understand the reasons. I understand. All right, I want to get painting because I want to get as much of this guy done. Yup, you are going? Oh my gosh. So cool. This is Myra White, and it is by P3. I have an old brush. I'm just gonna put it in. I'm just gonna here. I'll put it in this side. It doesn't matter if it's already dry. Plenty of white in there, and got a little bit of the. And I can just squeeze this brush and put a couple drops. There we go. That's more than enough. And just stir that up. Hey, Strokes of Chaos and Bob Hopner, Liquitex. Yeah, no, well, there was a reason why Julio didn't use those. He Scott, Nikki, then Rainer, then Chicago. Okay, awesome. There was a reason why that Julio does not use those more well-known brands, and I don't know what it was, but so I realized after the fact that I highlighted this all wrong, but that's okay. This is a sphere. Basically, I'm gonna get. Oh no! Do you guys see what I just did? This was so runny. Oh, let's see, what can I do? I got white all over his crotch cape or whatever you called it. Oh no. See if I can scrub it up. Nice absorbent brush. There we go. Take it all off. Thankfully, it had that drying retarder in it, and so it didn't dry too badly on. Loincloth, crotch cape. Also, Schminky area retarder. Okay, that sounds great. Schminky, I really like Schminky products. It's just it's hard to get in the U.S. That's the only thing. So I guess if try Amsterdam, because I know you can get that in Europe pretty easily. I want to say it's really available in the UK, especially. It was like really inexpensive compared to, but this bottle that I have, this True Flow, it was only $8 on Amazon. I want to say it was like $8. I'm not sure. Okay. So for those of you guys who watched me before, I took my time a little bit on this guy because I wanted, this is giveaway, and I want it to look really nice. So it's a little bit higher end than my normal Twitch level. Show you on Wednesday. You guys see this kind of crusty stuff all over the base? What that is Liquitex resin sand. I got a huge amount. It's like 237 milliliters or 8 fluid ounces for $13.09. You just put this on here and then let it dry, and then we can. I think I want to use Beast Hide for my paint. Just give me 1 second. You want to be evil and take it all off, but not because. Thank you, Terea. The audience is actually pretty nice to me when it comes to clips. Or Gun Corpse Brown. It's not the same color that I wanted. I wanted Beast Hide. This is a little bit more brown. Let's see. Yeah, that's actually perfect. So I can take some of this out and can put it in here. Thin it out a little bit with a little water. Comes down from his cape. How was my trip? My trip to Vermont was good. It was really good. We got to meet Bernie Sanders. Got to see Burlington, Vermont. We went to quarterstaff games. Unfortunately, we didn't really know anybody there. So that was kind of a bummer. I think in the future, if I'm going to go somewhere, you guys know I'm such a social person. I want to go somewhere where I know some people. Because when we went to Germany and Austria, we had friends show us all around, and that was fantastic. That's the way to travel, is go where you know some people and have them show you all of the cool stuff. We did happen to run into some really cool salespeople, and they told us about this restaurant called Honey Road. And it's a like a Middle Eastern Mediterranean style tapas type restaurant in Burlington, Vermont that was fantastic. It was so amazing. And that's like one of my favorite regions of food. And I've absolutely loved it. Yeah, I was in Vermont and for my birthday. I don't know, my mom was like, where do you want to go for your birthday? And I've been wanting to go to Vermont since probably the 90s, 96, when I was married to my first husband. Folks of Chaos minis, thank you so much. That's awesome. Thank you for the host. And also, Strokes of Chaos, you stream, right? I'm pretty sure I follow you. I just haven't had a chance to watch you in a while. You guys can give him a follow. So. Oh, dropped. Just started. That's right. I knew there was something. I remembered. Yay, class president. What's the... Yeah, you're valedictorian. I want to say there's a few more ranks after that, Cosmo. And don't worry, the fact that you're already at the top of the class right now. See, let's go ahead and put a little bit of brown in between some of these little rocks. So, I'm painting... What's great about the resin sand as opposed to some of those GW texture paints is you can paint them whatever color you want. You're not like limited to whatever the GW paint is. And look at that beautiful rocky. It's pretty much the same, right? We're gonna let that sit and dry. You know what? I need a little bit more of this brown, and I'm just gonna take that straight out of the bottle. Tempt. All these GW bases are usually a brown color, aren't they? Oh, and you guys don't need to worry about your points. I already sent I'm going to send the link again. You only have to fill out the web form. And part of the reason why we're doing it this way, we're not using the currency, is because Nikki and Electric Eve don't have, or at least Electric Eve, oh my god. I just dropped it in my lap. She doesn't have chat currency, or sorry, she doesn't have a bot. And so this way we could all use the same web form. So everybody gets a chance to enter at least once with your Gmail account. And you may be winning one of the 3 apothecaries from Nikki Cole's Electric Eve or I. And we're going to give them away on each other's channels. So it'll give you a chance to be exposed to some different streamers if you don't already watch all 3 of us. Alright, I'm going to set that aside. That is perfect. Still trying to get some time set up. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's tricky. I understand. Okay, let's go back to this guy and let me show you. Printed out some reference material. So I'm gonna be, I don't want to paint the details yet. I want to paint like all of the black first. There's quite a bit of black, and it looks like it's edge highlighted in gray. In the back of these boxes, there's like weapon casing, Abaddon black, Eshin gray, Dawnstone, and Administratum gray. Interesting. And then it shows what the cloak is also. Oh, I'm thinking we should do the cloak next. Try it. Okay, where's the reds? So it's got, for the base color is Mephiston red. going to use, instead of Mephiston Red, I'm going to use Sanguine Base, which is a deep burgundy color. You know, isn't that pretty? Yes, oh, I always print out reference photos. I'm always showing people, you know what? Why, like, you know, try to figure it out from scratch. And especially if you're painting something, you know, that's supposed to look like the box art. Right, got reference photos and I've got the box right next to me as well. And we're gonna head and base. I need a different brush. This brush is a 4, way too big. Here we go. This one is a 0. It's a big one. It's a sharp. It doesn't have a big sharp tip because it's a little bit old. It's okay because we're just base coating. Don't need a fancy brush for base coating unless you're getting into some careful areas. Am I doing all? So I guess we're all doing different chapters. I think. I don't know what Electric Eve is doing, and Nikki, but I am doing the box art. So I'm just doing ultramarines. Plus, comes with these sticker decal thingies. That makes it easier for me as well. I'm switching brushes again. This is a 2. It's a little bit newer brush, so I'm going to have a little bit more brush control with it. I'm going to put a little bit of water in here to thin this. I'd rather do thin coats than over paint too early. And we painted up, we primed over white primer. Got some little instruments. He's kind of like a healer. I'm just getting some on the whatever the casing is. It's okay because we're going to come back over that later. That's what's nice about acrylic is go over it. Don't forget to do that. Nikki is doing DA. Tell me what DA stands for. And haven't had a chance to see what Eve is doing. Eve is painting right now. If somebody wants to flip over there and check and see what chapter she's doing. Dark Angels. Thanks, Flick. Can you paint as flesh terrors, please? Shoot your army when you win. Oh, I'm doing ultramarines. Is that a flesh terror? Gonna be. See, I already have the Smurf blue up here. She's hosting. Oh, okay, no problem. We can go pester her another time. Got my finger. So this does not have the drying retarder on it, and that's a good thing because we want this to dry quickly. Now this is where you got to be careful because if you go over that white, oh my gosh, it will take forever to cover up. So this might be a situation where I have to take my glasses off. No, it's not, unfortunately. Okay. What are you gonna do if you win the Dark Angels one, Flick? Oh, I took my glasses off so I could see better. There is a little sun glare. Mike's coming home soon, so hopefully help me adjust that. Those straps are gonna get to black, so it's okay to paint those, but don't get on the white. Okay. Hot. What has everybody been doing for Thanksgiving? Any good food stories? My husband and my mom and I, we all went out to dinner. Got reservations. I told my mom, I don't want you to cook. I don't want to cook. We're gonna go out and we're gonna just enjoy each other's company and spend time together. It was great. Luckily, I have this bar to rest. Did it. Alright, then got, where else does he have red? He has red. The olive stuff he has. Got a more, oh, I thought he had more cape in the back, and that's strange. Just like a little tabard thing that doesn't go in the back. Okay. Oh, this part. This part I need to paint. Let me put my glasses on so I can check that. You're looking at getting some Scale 75 paints, and I think you should start out with, well, you know, if you're sure that you want to get them and you know that you like them already, go ahead and get one of the big sets, because you're going to end up spending less over, you know, time. But if you've never tried them before, try the unnatural flesh set and the regular flesh set, or maybe one of the metallic sets. And if you go to, what's the name? If you go to, I'm blanking. If you go to scale75us.com and put the coupon code Shoshie Rocks, I thought it was 20%, but it's only 10%. Actually, don't even use Shoshie Rocks today, because he still might be using, you might be able to use the Black Friday code, because I think that might still be good. But if the Black Friday code will give you 15% off. And if that's not working, then do the Shoshie Rocks and get 10%. So that way you get a little discount either way. And I'm hopefully going to be keeping everybody here up to date on whenever he has his specials. So, you know, just if you ever think you're going to buy some Scale 75, let me know, and I'll tell you if they've got any promos going on or anything. And since I'm being sponsored by them now, I'll be doing some giveaways of their stuff as well soon. Probably not until next month though, because we're doing the Primaris Apothecary this month. You found a Bondic knockoff that works pretty well. You haven't used Bondic, so you don't know if it's comparable, but it's a, I know, Shell. I'm going to show you guys something. I got the Bondic. Oh. Look. I'm going to flip screen. Oh gosh, the sun is just washing me out. Give me 1 second. I'm going to switch out. So washed out. here's my Bondic. That is better, isn't it? Oh. Bondic fixed in seconds. So this is what they did for the Kickstarter. They gave you these. I got extra. This is what comes in the kit: a little sanding tool to, you know, help you with edges. This is two pieces, two different tubes of formula, and then that's nice too. This comes off. Oh, here. I have an old drill bit. Onto some. This palette. Alright, so you put the material down like this with the gun. Put that in it. This is the welder, it's not a glue. Wait, let me put the cap back. Alright, and then there's a button right here. And I'm going to shine this on here for 4 seconds, and it's going to cure in 4 seconds. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? And that's hard plastic now. And this is a UV light. And they gave also the Kickstarter rewards. We got this other little pen light thing too. Look at that. I mean, I can take that out obviously, but you can see that's how it hardens. That. Isn't that crazy? So obviously something really non-porous like this is not the best thing to bond something to. But that's just an example of how the material cures. Use it as a welder. I love it. So happy. Did I know the Wrath Core is going on sale last week? No, I didn't. That is awesome. I'm supposed to, I think I need to write an email to the owner because he wants to do collaboration with me. We just haven't gotten everything. Here we go. We haven't gotten everything all in order yet. Okay, let me go see. Did I miss anything? You worked, hey, double pay, but oh, you worked through Thanksgiving? Oh man. Check Facebook for updates? Yeah, definitely. Use the same stuff when making make-believe. Oh, that's a great idea, Red Wombat. It's a UV reactive glue. I wouldn't call it a glue because you can't, like, if the light doesn't get to it, you can't really use it. Like, it won't cure if the light's not getting to it. All right, I'm gonna do another layer of this color here because it's looking really patchy in the back. Too thin coats, as Duncan says, right? Real good so far. There's a little blob of white right there that I need to cover up. I'm really looking forward to my new office chair. Although this one is not terrible. I actually like it pretty well, but I had clawed up the back of it. I'm speed painting Warhammer. I guess I am. The bot said that. I'm trying to paint it a little slower than I normally do. Okay, so I want to show you on the back. We've got a little bit of smoothing to do, so I'm going to paint on my starter first. Brush. Let's see. Paint down boot. And smooth this out. Okay, thanks, Mike. Mike is on his way home. Getting some soda for me. And pop. We say soda and pop. What do you guys say? What do people in other countries say? They don't say pop, do they? Say cola. Say soft drink. Don't forget the Diet Pepsi. Right, Shell. Thank you. Exactly. That's 5 points for Shell. For being helpful. I will give you 5 points. 4-0. Go. So the only problem with I put that a little bit of that drying retarder into this white. I don't know. If it, I guess it's working. It's just, it seems like the white is just tricky to paint. I'm using a lot of steps. One of my Facebook friends is like, why don't you just airbrush it white? That's what Nikki did. And I said, well, because I just am figuring it out. I'm just figuring it out as I go. What I would do if I were painting it as a commission, probably. That's good enough. Good enough. Pepsi is a serious thing. You know what's funny, Therese? I used to be a hardcore Diet Coke fan. And I don't know what they have done to the formula, but I don't like it anymore. And I've just been recently trying Diet Pepsi, and I'm like, okay, I like this. And so I switched to Pepsi. Like, so weird for me. I think they changed the formula to Pepsi also, because I actually really like it now. They're always messing with stuff, messing with a good thing. It's a taste born in the Carolinas. Refrigerate or just short? It's referee. You guys can see how patchy this white is. If I was doing Death Guard, if this was a Death Guard mini, we could just Nurglify it or whatever, and then it would be absolutely perfect. It's okay though. Nurglify a word. Just make sure to get all of the edges pretty white. That's the important part. We want it to read white if nothing else. And if it's a little patchy, we can hide it later with weathering. Right? So Flick, are you still watching? Because I'm curious. Aw, thank you so much. Fantas. Flick, do you paint white very often? Thank you for the subscribe. That is awesome. You just finished up your second Kingdom Death mini, having not painted anything in over 10 years. And you've been appreciating of this. Yeah, I know. I'm so glad that you like those skin tone OSL streams, because I think that they're not so hard, and it makes it easier for people to figure out when you know, I just have somebody guide you. All right. While I'm letting the red dry, we're going to go with black, which this would be Abaddon black if we're using W paints. We're not. We're using P3 because I don't own any. I own a few. I just mostly have the washes and some of the tech paints. I'm going to put a little water in there. And we're going to paint all. Yeah, white doesn't... How do you get your white to not go on chalky is what I want to know. I think it probably has something to do with the paint also, right? So I'm guessing GW paints are really nice and don't chalk up as much. Okay, so this, you want to make sure to have it thin, see, because we don't want to cover up that lovely, whatever that is, little design. Just want it thin. Sides can be dark. Ah! See that? All of this gets black. Feather powder. It's also black. Go ahead and make it black. For ease. Oh my god, if you weren't buying a portable spray booth, you'd be all over those paints today. Yeah, I know. You know what? Get a portable spray booth though, because that's gonna save your lungs over time. If you're any kind of painter, that's especially if you want to, you know, paint for money or anything. You need a spray booth. You need a mask too. Make sure you get a mask. I'm gonna go in here with black and get all these little. We already got most of the ribs ready. This gun is also mostly black. You know what's nice about GW is they're really not too terribly difficult once you've painted a few at a, you know, before. Once you get a hang of how the style is supposed to go. What's Kingdom Death minis though, they're like, all of them are so different. You don't really get used to it. Okay, this is done, I just realized. So it's this one, it's the reductor bolt pistol. So I want to make sure not to paint stuff I'm not supposed to be painting black. Like this whole spot right here is not supposed to be black, but that's... Ah, Mike is home. Yay. Hello, Mike. You heard the metals aren't good? Oh, I would disagree. The metals are some of the best, Rick. I completely disagree. I think if you're gonna get anything, get the metals. You need to make sure to get some agitators for the other paints. Nice. Alright, there we go. Almost lost my place. Did I drill the barrel? There's no barrel in this one. So, can you see it? It's got some sort of... There's nothing to drill. It's like it's a bolt pistol or something. It's just metal on the end. I did not drill this one. And that might have been even why I used this particular pistol. Do you have a question, please? Ooh. Walking across the... Let me know if you're going to walk so that I can not be painting at that time. What? Okay. I ordered my new chair, Mike. Yep, and I also ordered the light box. Yes. He's gonna
do my job without my mouse.
Yeah, he's gonna adjust all my lighting so you guys can see what I'm doing. Right? Because the sun is coming right in. You get to repaint your screaming antelope. Your 3-year-old had a moment. I think I saw that. Was that? Did you post that on the By Lennon's Light Group, Shell? Because I thought that was awesome. I would have like just worked with it. Try to find a way to work it into the scheme. Like, I think it's a memory caught in time right there. They're all like, "Hi, Mike."
Yes,
everybody's saying hi. You didn't hear what ups it was? Oh, okay. I don't know. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and paint all of this stuff black as well, because we're gonna do some quickie techniques with some eye brushing.
Dry brushing? That's cheating. You don't dry brush.
I do. And I've shown it too. I want to show people that there's nothing wrong with dry brushing if it gets you the effect you want. We're going to base this in black. It's going to save us many steps.
Kind of shit.
Am I shaking it? I'm like, my stomach is going up against the camera. And is that better? Good. Let me see if I can adjust this light a little. It was completely caked. Oh no. Are you gonna strip it, or are you gonna you know, somebody else's antelope though, they did get blue paint on it. Somebody's child got blue paint. Great. This is like a little drill bit. And we're gonna leave those wires white. Make sure to leave the wires white. They're gonna get the color. And then make sure to leave this is glass or
Going pretty good, Red Wolf. Had to do some flying this morning.
yeah. How did you like your dad's new plane?
Good. Not as much fun to fly as the Cub.
Why?
It's boring.
Why?
Why? Flying, you
Because
just
it's
sit there.
more safe.
No.
He knows I don't like the Cub because it's like really open. It's like flying an antique.
Isn't it?
It is an antique. You just saw the blue busta on Insta? Look like war paint? Yeah, spackled it. No. All of the doodads in there. Want some shadow on there. I think I need to use called Nuln oil. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Any of my washes. I'm gonna use instead this blue black wash from it's leaking. Oh no. From Secret Weapon. I'm gonna put that over here. Put that. Also got, I add a little black to it to darken it. So that we get something that's dark enough that instead of Nuln oil. So that'll work, right? Hey, Painting Cricks, how's it going? Are you working? Are you home for the day? Oh, I just found another case to paint. Now it's got the wash all over it. Home for the day. Awesome. Have a good Thanksgiving. A lot of food. Again, remember, especially don't get any black on your white, or because it takes forever to get that covered. Happy post-Turkey Day. Yes, thank you. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back here. I'm going to... Looking good. Now that he's got more, things on him colored, he's looking better and better. Give this another coat. Aw, Falcon Punch Drunk, thank you so much for the cheer. That is awesome. Really appreciate it. Is anybody going anywhere for the holidays? Anybody going or have been anywhere besides me? I feel like I'm traveled out. I've been gone more November than I have been home, I think. So that's what it feels like anyway. Mike and I went to Indianapolis for my birthday. Well, he took me after my birthday, but we went and we went to Dave & Buster's and we went shopping. And we went to Weber Grill, like one of our favorite restaurants in Indianapolis. That was really nice. You moved to Arizona. Nice. I bet the weather is amazing there right now. Arizona, my sister moved to Miami, and she said that the weather's just fantastic right now. Of course, she had to flee a hurricane last month, so I mean, it's not always fantastic, but second coat on this one. Good. Okay, we're ready to go to the next step on the red. Normally you would use Nuln Oil. We're not going to use Nuln Oil because we don't have any. We used some of this blue black with the black mixed into it. I'm just going to paint that into the recesses. My red, like a wash, because it is a wash. Maybe a little bit more black. Yeah, that's much better. I'm going to thin this out a little bit, but just pools. Hopefully it won't make a tea stain. There we go. Ooh, I like that. And we'll flip it over. Same thing on the side. Beautiful deep. Just gonna take this drying retarder. I'm just gonna paint that right there, just so it did kind of wick it up a little bit, but paint it on there so it doesn't make a tea stain. You know me, I'm talented, but do you have a generic wash base use on the fly? Well, okay, so yeah, basically if I don't have anything, so any kind of like white glue, a little drop of white glue and whatever your paint is, and maybe a little bit of drying retarder or matte, what do you call it? Yeah, I can't remember now, but a little bit of matte, maybe matte varnish, maybe that's what it is. Just a little bit of that. That'll make an okay wash. You don't need, you just use the glue and a little water and a little paint. That'll also make a wash. Yeah, so that's what I would do. While I'm doing that, I'm looking for other places. Go ahead, put some of this wash on. Ah! Got some spots down here. We're gonna go ahead and put give it some outline. Found adding glue to your wash makes the paint flake off more. Okay, so Luke Fellows, if you look him up on YouTube, he's a buddy of mine. He actually has a whole bunch of recipes for different inexpensive ways of making Nuln Oil and different washes, and I would look him up. That's what I would do. He's very ingenious that way. He does a lot of terrain types of, work, and so his need for that kind of thing in a cheap form is much more important than me. So for me, like I can just afford a pot of paint. I don't use it a whole lot, but he uses massive quantities, and it makes no sense for him to just use pots and pots of GW paint. So he makes his own quite often. So I'm just going back over spots that need a little extra dark lining. Have any reference for this guy back here? Anyone has any clue what this little helmet or whatever that's supposed to be and what it's supposed to look like? If you want to find it and send it to me in a whisper, or send it to Mike, and he can link it and then we can look at it, I will give anybody 5 points who wants to do that homework for me. Really, really, really appreciate it.
What homework am I doing?
You don't have to do it. I'm asking the chat to do it.
Okay.
I just want you to link it if they find it. Some of these people know what that is. This right there. I got way off cam. That would help. Not watching my stream again. Hot. Alright, and then see, we've got black up here. All of this is going to get...
Alright, I already fixed a whole bunch of other things with your...
Thank you, I appreciate it. I will. Looks like a medical servo skull. Okay. Well, Zab, if you find a picture reference so that I know what colors to make it, that would be awesome. I don't... What's a medical servo skull? Is that maybe... Is that used in apothecary healing, or is it just have that as a trophy? I have one buddy, Deacon of the North. He knows all of the lore stuff. I go to him with all my lore questions. There we go. All of this is going to be metal as well. And there's going to be some kind of light source up here. Oh, you know what? I just realized all this is supposed to be white. Yikes. That's okay. We'll get it. We'll clean it up. Okay. It'll be a happy accident. Make sure to get all the little crevices. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and link the web form again, and if you haven't gone and entered your name and Twitch, your email and Twitch on that, make sure you do it if you'd like to win a copy of one of these apothecaries from either myself, Nikki Coles, or Electric Eve. Now this is Troll Blood highlight, and I'm going to mix a little bit of Gray Coat Gray in it to make sort of a lighter gray. There we go. See, we made a nice lighter gray. It cooled the Troll Blood down is what it did. And what I can do then is I can use this. Ooh, thank you. Use this darker color to clean up any areas on my white that got really patchy. Man, the light is messing with me here. Since this is a cylinder, the sides are not going to be as bright. We've got to blend that in. That's why I use the gray. Blend that nice. There we go. Pretty. We don't want a sharp hard line. We want just a soft line. A little bit of white here. Woo! So that's too much white. Oh, thank you, Jezebel. Jezebel just sent me the link to Luke Fellows and the guy who makes his own washes. Is that Luke Fellows that you just sent me? I'm going to give you 5 points. EZIBEL01. By the way, Mike, if you could give Almost Zab, Shell 240, and Jezebel 01. I'll have to give it to you after the fact. Almost _ Zab.
Got it.
And then Shell 240.
Got it.
And Dezibel, DEZIBEL 01. EL.
L.
01.
01.
Yeah,
Right.
Luke's
That
apps.
person, that's not the right one.
What?
That's not the right one. Desbel?
DEZIBEL. Sorry,
Okay.
I missed
Yep,
the
I
I.
missed that. There we go.
Yes.
No, that person's not right either.
Here,
I
let me
spelled it wrong.
do at Des there. This one.
Got it.
Thank you. And Jezebel sent me the link, and I linked it, and so you guys can go and see how Luke makes his own washes. Luke is awesome. I love him. He's funny as heck, too.
Here's a link from Teria.
Terea, what'd she send us?
The same model you're picking.
Oh, sweet. Let me see. Did she send me? Oh, the skull. Give her 5 points. Thank you, Terea. You were awesome. See, that's my awesome chat. It's definitely an ivory and sort of a bone color. This is Menoth white base. It's sort of a yellowy color. We're going to mix it with a little white to get it a little bit lighter. That's much better. And paint it. Oh, it looks really good up against that white too. There's so many details on this guy, on this apothecary, but he's challenging. He's fun. Let's see if I can wick paint out of that eyeball. Wait for that to dry, and then I'll go back to it. All right. I'm just going to take a little bit of this ivory and see what happens when I go up here, and I'm going to paint in the crevices here. A little bit of white and a little bit of ivory. Try to get the feathered out so it doesn't look so harsh. Let's try the gray. Yeah, that's much better. Why did that work so well? Gray has a better coverage than the white. And then we can go and we can highlight that later. All right. Let me go back to my chat screen so I can see what you guys are saying. This is the best version out there. Awesome. Whose version was that? Yes. Oh. So, Mike, did you get any Black Friday deals?
Doing them right now.
Oh, he's doing them right now. What are you getting?
Well, I got some LUTs which are for my video production on my drone work to get different effects and things. So I got some for both my Inspire 1 Pro and my VR Solo GoPro, drone GoPro. Process of buying a really cheap hard drive because I'm out of hard drive space for editing videos.
Wow.
So I need more hard drive space. So getting one for like 3 terabytes fast drive.
That's crazy.
For like $80. Depending on the coupon code I'm about to enter, it might give me more.
That's cool. You need to head to the train. It's good to see you, Cosmo. Hope that you have a good week. I'm getting all kinds of paint everywhere, guys. Let's see if I can fix it.
Wow, I got another $12 off of that. Yeah, $7 for a 3 terabyte hard drive.
Nice.
The LUTs that I bought, they were 40% off.
Oh, can you grab that? We still have a landline because our cell phone tower, we don't have one in our neighborhood, and so our cell coverage in our neighborhood's not the greatest. All right, that works. I guarantee you, by the time I get this all painted for you guys, this white's going to be really pretty. I'm just going over some of the bits with ivory because I just...
Right.
I'm sorry. Thank you. Flixer says video editing EATS HDD SSD space. I don't know. Landline. I told you, Flick, we don't have good cell coverage in our neighborhood, so you have to have landline, or else what if you have an emergency? We had a cell tower or whatever, like one of those ones that you have in your house, but then it stopped behaving and we had to get rid of it. It was like dropping our signal for whatever reason. All right, I'm happy. He's definitely looking white to me. Okay, what's next? Oh yeah, the ivory on all the little dealies on these. These are little purity seals. He's pure. These are the same kind of bone color that we used on the skull. Let's do ivory up here. For this light. All right, and we're going to end up putting a little yellow ink on that. Hey, Otis. Otis, is that how I say it? What?
The Sheriff Skoko is now following.
Thank you so much for the follow. Let's write that down. Is it the Sheriff? There we go. Welcome. Just tease. That works. I like it. All right. We need some metals now, I think. For metals? It is time for metals. I'm going to try... Let's see. Where's my darkest...
It's time for metal!
Oh, stop it. See, yesterday he wouldn't, or last time he wasn't doing anything. Now he's doing too much.
This is a happy in between, I think.
I
could be doing a lot more.
No.
Trust me. I could do much more.
Please don't. All right, this is pig iron, but it's kind of gloppy, so I've got to stir it up a little bit. Okay. Is T's one of your followers, Flick? Is he stalking you around the interwebs now? All right, all of the metal parts with this. This is the pig iron. Oh, I don't want to use such a tiny brush, but I guess I'd need to. I'm impatient, so using a small
Raging Tank just started following.
Thank you so much for the follow, Raging Tank. Oops, underscore tank.
I'm not trolling, I'm just having fun.
Yeah, I don't like it. You found me through Nikki? Awesome. Yep, and see, and that's why we're doing this. We're trying to help each other out. I'm hoping my followers find Nikki and Eve, and Eve and Nikki's followers find me, and so on and so on. That's how we help each other out as a community, is help everybody find the good painters. There's some other, if you are also a streamer, you can go ahead and do like a /wave, and I'm happy to give you guys a shout out. We do sort of have a rule for the chat that if you are a streamer, you know, you only do that kind of thing when you get permissions, but I am giving you permission right now. All of this part is mellow. Okay, so these things are different colors. Oh, you know what? There was a part over here that was supposed to be black, not supposed to be black. This is supposed to be metal. And if you look really closely, there's little rivets that get tiny amount of metal paint as well. Over here. There's a little rivet right there. Oh my God, so little. Oh, messed it up. Stream? Who would do that? Right? I don't know. Oh, so the palette is PH Doc Martens. And it's like just a very simple plastic dry palette. And it's meant for inks, but you can use it for mini painting easily. Okay. It's got a little clasp right there. Okay, so remember how I said we're going to do a little bit of dry brushing? I'm going to use this Baumwick brush. It is great for dry brushing. And that's because it just died on me the second day I got it. So, Baumwick brushes, dry brushes. And I'm just going to carefully brush over this black. See how that brings out it looks like it's polished. See how nice that looks? You can do it on all sides. You don't, when you dry brush, you're just gonna dip it in the paint and then wipe most of it off on your paper towel like this. See that? Oh, the Everlasting wet palette. Yeah. I'm not using that today though. I didn't know that's what you meant. Yeah, the Everlasting palette. I love it. See how nice? Look at how nice and how fast that is. We painted it black and then we dry brushed over it. Looks good. A little bit more. I'm very happy with how easy and fast this technique is. Anybody can do it. You just need kind of an old crappy brush. I like it. We didn't have to do all that lining. Saves so much time. Now, he does have some sort of scope over here. Which, that needs to be mostly black. But not the lens. Don't paint the lens. Speed painting 40K. I don't know. Am I speed painting? Because I feel like I'm going much slower on these.
Down.
Down. Right there. Ugh. Yeah, I need to take my glasses off. That's right. You guys guessed it. They anticipated it, Mike.
They know you.
You can tell when I can't see something. That's awesome. So we're gonna be painting this one more time on Monday and hopefully give it away next week. Actually, I want to say Nikki or Eve is giving mine away, and then I'm giving one of theirs away. I can't remember the order of things, but let's see. All of this strap is black. Okay. Did you buy any? Oh, so Flickster was asking me what deals I got. I got a new chair, a new office stool chair, and it's by Han, which is a really nice office brand. And it was, oh gosh, it was like 40% off. It was normally a $600 chair, and I got it for like $3 something. I think I got $400 after tax. But it's normally way more. Okay, I need to look at this. When we're painting golds, we want to base with a little bit more red instead of black. So I'm going to go ahead and base all my golds now with red. There you go. Mike, let me know if I'm off cam because I keep drifting today for some reason. Okay. What are these, like little phylacteries? Are these the gene seeds? Is that what that is? He's got a bunch of them around his neck. Or is it the Eldar? Somebody, who is the one that has sort of a phylactery? Is it those, the Eldar? They have those gems, those soul gems, right? So funny, when I talk about Warhammer, I have no idea most of the time what I'm talking about. Okay. Get a little bit more red. I'm looking for... Oh, he doesn't even have... Okay, so this is red. When I paint a color, I try to like look for, okay, all the places that have that color. And that tends to make things, some people just paint like all one section and then they move on. I tend to jump around because I go with whatever that color is. Paint all the red. Okay, let's paint the red on his robe. So we did the quote-unquote, oh, Nuln Oil is, okay, yeah, so that's dry. Next would be normally Evil Sunz Scarlet. And instead of Evil Sunz Scarlet, I've got Hador Red base. It's a beautiful, brilliant red. So pretty. Put plenty in there. Put some water in there. Okay. Now, this is my first highlight. I'm using a small brush because this is a small area. And I'm just going to highlight his cloak, this red. Now, the way P3s are formulated, it'll just go on, it should just go on like a dream. See that? So pretty. If you have a question, let Mike know, or put Ask Shoshie's Mini so you can catch my attention. Flick bought a camera and a TV as yours broke 2.5 months ago and you were literally waiting this weekend savings. Flick, what did you watch TV on your computer instead? How did you deal without a TV for that long? I'm doing a little bit of two brush blending. I've got fit in this brush and I'm just going to smooth that toward the edge of that cloth. So I put paint down with one brush and I smooth it with the other, with spit. That is the secret of two brush blending. I'm going to put some over here. Put it down there. And then we're going to two brush blend with the spit. Which P3s are non-toxic, so I can do that. Citadel, I don't know. I don't know if they are. I think they are also non-toxic. We want that that red, nice and red. We don't want a sharp line, so if I need to, I can go back in with a little bit of this space color. And, you know, like wet blend it. See how that looks? Starting to look like the box art. Out there. Now, I'm actually going to look at the box art because this is the brightest highlight on his robe. Try not to get it on the white. Ew. Rinse it out. Blend it in. Now there's little folds. I'm just going to catch the edges of those. Takes a little bit more concentration, so I can't talk as easily when I'm painting this part. Talk amongst yourselves. There is a little, you see that little red spot? I'm going to have to go back and fix that. See how nice? And then this part right here, we're going to pull this paint down and the highlight is going to stay right there where the fold meets its apex. And then we'll highlight back up to it on this side and down here as well. Ah, I got paint all over the side of the brush. You don't want that because then it could get all over your mini or your fingers or whatever. See? That looks nice. And that's only the first highlight. We're not even close to being done with that yet. Really brilliant. Now red is supposedly a tricky color, but I don't have problems with red. I have problems with white apparently though. Looks good. Let's look at the box art. Looks pretty close. We're gonna do another layer of, let's do this. There's some sort of fluid in here. We're gonna put a little bit of the space color in there, sanguine base. Has anybody been asking questions, Mike?
Nope.
Got a jet almost out. Well, I'm glad you got to catch some of the stream. Thanks for watching. Me and the wife watch Amazon Prime series on your PC and NFL on the PC, etc. And you have a smaller TV in the other room that the missus uses during the day, though. Oh, okay. So is she back to work yet, Flick? Or is she, like, I can't remember how maternity leave works over there. If she's got a long one or if she was going to be working from home too. Okay, I'm just going back and I'm going over all the little red blotches that I got all over the place with a little bit of the ivory because it covers a skosh better than the white. We'll go ahead and fix that in a minute. Sorry, Shoshie, you're listening and working. No problem. Anybody can do that. I don't mind. I just want to make sure I'm not missing questions if people are asking them because I get busy in the painting and I don't want to miss people. But a lot of people work and lurk and that's totally fine. We don't penalize for that here on Shoshie's Minis. No, she's not, and at the moment, due to childcare costs in the area, you don't know when or if she will. Well, that makes sense. You have no close family to look after Ella. And she earns more than the childcare. Yeah. Not enough to... I totally understand. When Sophia was younger, I stayed home because it was just... I mean, childcare was more than our rent. It was like $600 a month. So it just did not make sense to go to work to make that same amount of money. Because I didn't have like a high paying job at the time. Alright, what's next? Let's take some shade or highlight. This is sort of an orangey color. We're going to use this extremely sparingly. And I'm just going to mix a little bit of it with my red because I don't really want that red. I want a lighter Cador basically. Okay. This is going to be my final highlight and this is going to go on the spots that are like the brightest. We might end up doing a glaze of red back over that because it might not be might not work out. We'll see. So don't ever use white to highlight red, because what will happen is you'll get sort of a pinky color. Go to orange. It works out much better. I think that might be why red seems to be so tricky for people, is they inadvertently go to highlight with white and they get a weird color. I'm wet blending a little bit with the base color right here. Oops, it looks like I got a couple whispers. Ah, yeah. Okay, good. Schnookie! The Schnookies are leaving, and it's late in Germany, but we want to thank you. We're painting since about 2 months, watching me on YouTube, and oh, that's so awesome. So, this coming December, I'll be painting a whole bunch of Kingdom Death, and so, you know, keep an eye on my channel, because you'll get to see quite a few things painted there. But, auf Wiedersehen und schlaf gut, Schnuckis. Mike, first Snooki and second Snooki followed me. Did you see that? They're from Germany. Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, what's next? Well, we need to keep doing some highlighting on this red here. See how that makes it pop a little bit? I'm going to take my glasses off so I can see what I'm doing. There, that's much better. Much, much smoother. I like it. Let's see how the back looks. It looks like I missed out on all my red highlighting back here. Now this is more shadowed, so it's not going to get quite as much. Just mostly right here.
Right.
Oh, there we go. A little bit right there. And then there's our orange.
Woody's big sis is now following.
Awesome. Woody's big sis, thank you so much. Let me write your name down. Oop, SIS. There we go. All right, I'm gonna copy the link again. Hopefully, oh, that's the wrong link. Let's see, cut. I'm going to give you guys the link to the web form so that if you want to win this particular model, or actually you'll probably be winning one of the 3 models, Nikki Coles and Electric Eve and I are all painting. Oh, I keep accidentally typing the YouTube number. Hold on, let me... Copy link. There we go. Try this again. There you go. You can go to the Google form and fill it out, and we will be drawing names on our various channels. Okay. I see one other spot that gets a little bit of red. That's the wrong brush. Right here. Technically, this could be like a gem. Lenses and gems are painted very similar. And we can go ahead and highlight this little whatever that is. Canister of liquid. I'm highlighting just the top. I want the bottom part to be more dark. All right, let's go in with more of the metal because I see more metal bits.
Stephen Who says hello.
Hey, Stephen Who. How are you? Stephen is one of my longtime followers. At least on Twitch. Did you get any good Kingdom Death stuff? Okay, so there are just so many teensy, crazy details on this. Here's another. I'm guessing it's like a syringe over here. And then parts of this are green. I don't want to paint that yet. Let's go ahead and do some golds because I think that's going to make things pop. I am going to start out with Rulic Gold. It needs a lot of shaking. Hey Telebadger, how's it going? Look at that. That definitely needs mixing. A little water in that. That's better. Mix and mix, mix. Notice that I'm not using my metallics with my really good brushes. Now, I'm going to take glasses off. I want to get all these little laurels pretty evenly. If I want to save a step, there is some dark lining already on here, and if I just kind of want to leave it and brush over it, then I don't need to go back, but I probably will need to emphasize it again after I get the gold on. Let's try a little drying. Let's see if this helps. What we really need is flow improver, not drying retarder, but I'm going to try a drop of this in here. See what happens. There we go. Oh yeah, ooh, that is nice. Look at how creamy that got. Perfect. All right, I guess maybe it has some flow improver in it. Oh, it's going on like a dream now. How is that? Much better. Very pretty. Look at that. What else is gold? He's got those little phylactery deals up here. Now we based it with the red. So you want to leave any of the little... You're going to sort of, not dry brush it, but you're going to brush over the shadows so that they stay kind of a darker red color. We'll probably use some Reichland Flesh Shade or something on it to emphasize it. Notice we're painting these first before we paint the seals, because if we get any gold on them, then we'll just cover that gold up with the seal. Always paint basically from back to front, and you'll save so much time. Here, that's pretty. All right, what's next? This guy right here. See how I kind of brush down over it, over the details, so I keep the little details of the shadows on there. bottom end of it. What is this again? Like a bean seed, maybe? And then he's got a little gold doohickey right here also. Did anybody say anything, Mike? Oh, I'm sorry. No. I'm just checking the box to see if there's any other gold. The only other gold that I know of, I think on the base there's some on this guy right here, on these little ultramarine wings. That looks good. And then what else? Might be it. Now, this is important to watch. Let me finish this. When I do, I'm gonna get out. I've got a little bit of, what is this called? Agrex Earthshade. Agrex Earthshade on the gold looks really good. I'm gonna try to open this. Has never been opened before. Hopefully I won't spill it. Oh. This is one of those mini pots that comes with the starter kits. Get a little bit. And just put it on the gold. It gives a good patina. See that? And then we'll go back and highlight everything. We'll use a different gold to do that with. See? Can we put his head on yet? No, we should wait. Did you guys get to see his head? Here he is. I think I showed. Mike, can you zoom?
Right.
Yeah, sorry about that, Bob. I don't mean to move my... I need to get in the habit of keeping my mini in the same place the whole time. So I'm looking at his robes and I feel like it could use another layer of highlights. And I'm going to go ahead and brush. Watch this. I'm going to use this and I'm going to put this on that. Anywhere where I want that smoothed out. That's the drying retarder. Rinse that out. And then brush it into that so that it's hopefully makes a smooth transition. And I hope that I'm not going to be freaky like it is right now. There, that's lovely. Same thing on this side. Hey, like a ninja. How's it going? See, now it's pooling a little bit. There we go. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll go over it with like a red ink to really smooth it out. All right, let's do the... Oh, shoot. I just dunked my brush into the Agrex. It's going okay. How about myself? I'm good. We're painting a apothecary here. We need to get all of the... There's just a million details on him, that's all. A million. Although I think he's going to be gorgeous when we finish him. I think a lot of you guys are going to be interested. Like a Ninja, if you haven't already, there's a web form you can go ahead and fill out. Hang on. Paste. Oop. There we go. Go ahead and go to that, and you can fill out the web form to be able to be eligible to win in an apothecary painted by either myself, Nikki Coles, or Electric Eve. Oh, you know what? I knew I had my glasses off for a reason. We're going to go in and paint all the little straps, because he's got a bunch right here. Does that help that I'm holding it in one place more, Mike? Trying to.
Scottish Cricks is now following.
Whoa, hey Scottish Cricks. I used to play Cricks.
So that link that you put into the chat.
It's borked. Let's try it again. Hold on. I think I deleted part of it by accident. Try that. With the 2 on the end of it. Scottish Cricks, are you from Scotland? And, of course, do you play Cricks?
I'll fix the link in the bot too.
No, the link in the box should be fine.
The bot posted the wrong link, which is... Hey, that link doesn't... I think. I'll double check.
No, I'm the one that posted it.
Oh, you're right. Never mind, you borked it.
Mike.
I don't mean that kind of bork.
Mike.
Stop it. You're saying, making it worse.
No, I'm not. Just... Oi. Okay, I have to look at his belt because I think he's got a oh Jesus, you guys see that he's got a black belt on right now. That's not fun to have to go in and try to don't paint the black belt black first. Don't do what I'm doing where I'm having to go back in now.
Fallen Butcher is now following.
Ooh.
Now, is that a War Machine reference or
Fallen
a
Butcher
Kingdom
is
Death?
probably a Kingdom Death reference.
Could be either one. Could be both.
And is it underscore or is it...
No.
Welcome. Are you a Kingdom Death player, Fallen Butcher? And did you kill the Butcher? We didn't kill the Butcher, did we?
Yeah, we did.
We did?
First time we did.
Oh, okay.
We got lucky.
We did.
He rolled on his attack that pretty much kills somebody automatically. He rolled one's dice or something like that.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. That was just insane luck.
Yes, that was a lot of luck. Like a Ninja just subscribed.
Wow. Thank you so much, Like a Ninja, for the $4.99. And guess what? If you subscribe to my channel for $24.99 at any point, you get a half an hour of video coaching from me where, you know, we can go over anything that you'd like a little extra tutoring on. Painting like a ninja. Oops. There we go. And if you want to get an hour of coaching, just pay me directly. It's the same $24.99. I thought I would offer, you know, a little bit extra to people who want to just support me directly. That's fine too. Alright, I think I got... Ooh, I didn't get any of this belt back here. This is not easy. A little bit, yeah, a little bit messy back there. Luckily it's well hidden. And well shadowed too, so it's okay. Actually, that looks pretty good. We might get close to being, we're very close to being having him done. Now let's do some highlighting on the gold so you guys can see how I do that. Got a little bit of gold, solid gold right here. Some of that out. It's a different gold. It's a brighter gold than the this was the Roulet gold that we started with, and it's a lot more red and a lot more like old looking. So that means when we hit it with this bright gold, it'll look even better. See? And that Agrax Earthshade on it also gave it a kind of a red tone. Now the last thing we're going to do to this gold is give it a little silver highlight. Just a tiny bit. I've got this, which is Quicksilver. And mix it with that gold. Make sort of a, like a lighter gold color. And we're just going to hit the very, oops, sorry for bumping the camera. Just the very tops of spots that are going to have the most bright, shiny bits. And I feel like it kind of needs that to give it sort of that holy look that Warhammer has. See? Take a peek. Yep, looks good. You picked up Fade and the Female Visionary during Black Friday. Awesome. She's very, very popular, Fade is. Fallen Butcher's not, it's just an old screen name that stuck. Oh, okay. Well, if you did get into, thanks, Wally the Bus. If you did get into Kingdom Death, it'd be the perfect screen name for you. All right.
So I was just talking to somebody I gamed with about, hey, you can get a video or a hard drive for $70, and they're like, I know you bought that, and you bought a GoPro too, and I'm like, what? How does? And he said on Steam, and then he's like on stream, so he's watching the stream.
Oh, that's awesome.
That he followed.
That's great.
Felt kind of like an idiot.
Hey, Mike's buddy.
Pro Joke TV.
Joe. I'm going to get all of the parts on the back of this here. Oop, does that mean it's almost time, Mike?
Yep.
Yep. So we're going to look for someone to host. I'm going to check. I don't think Nikki is on, but if we are, we're going to host her. If not, I'll find someone else. So this is how far we got. It's pretty far. We're gonna do a lot of cleanup off cam with this, so it'll look even better. Ooh, I have to get it in there. Here's his head. And Monday we'll do the rest of the painting and hopefully the giveaway on Monday. I'm not sure if I'm gonna give away on Monday or if I think it'll be Eve or Nikki. I'm not sure. One of us is gonna do a giveaway on Monday. One of us will do it on Wednesday, and one of us will do it on Friday. So make sure that if you haven't entered the giveaway, here's the thing one more time. Here we go. Hopefully that's not the Bork one. And I'm going to look to see who is on. Excellent. Let's see. Grenler is on, but where is Nikki? Is she on? I don't think she is. We're going to host Grenler because he's my bud. Hopefully he's not leaving anytime soon. Let's see. we're gonna raid Grendler. So what you're gonna do is I'm gonna do /raid Grendler, and everybody's gonna click the button to join the raid. And hopefully, the more people that join the raid, the more people like. It's just cool. It's cool. It'll be, maybe this will be his first one. All right. Did that work? Yeah, it worked. Everybody join the button. Yep, we got 2, 3, 5, 6. Yay, everybody join. 7. Woo, the honored first. Thank you so much for the host. 9, 10 raiders. Let's see how many we can get. I know there's a lot of you guys in chat right now. 11. All right. Are you guys ready? We're going to go ahead and go see Grendler now. All right. See you on Monday. Bye.